We welcome you to our coverage of the Pro Volleyball Federation in Atlanta. The Vibe have become the first team in the league to clinch a playoff spot, but they still have unfinished business tonight, facing the only team that's dealt them multiple losses in the regular season from Gas South Arena. It's the Atlanta Vibe against the Grand Rapids Rise, and we are ready to go. Hi, everyone. Andy Demetric, Keely Evelyn. Great to have you with us. And Keely, the Vibe just keep on rolling. 4-set defeat of Omaha on Saturday. It pushes Atlanta's record to 15-4, a 6-match win streak. That included a 4-set defeat at Grand Rapids at the beginning of the month. Grand Rapids, meanwhile, outlasted Las Vegas in 5 sets on Saturday, currently 8-8. But we know the Rise have been a thorn in the Vibe side.
These are two of the most complete teams in the league. Rise are only second in points per set behind Atlanta. There's going to be some offensive runs. It's not a matter about getting them, it's slowing the other team down. Both
of the Rise's wins came in February. Grand Rapids features the Pro Volleyball Federation's leader in kills per set. That would be the very talented Amelia Dimitrova.
There's just something special that Dimitrova has when she plays Atlanta. The offensive powerhouse, left-handed on the right side, went off 20 kills, 38% kill percentage. You know her attack is dominant. Then she owns the block at 6'1", elevates. 17 years playing professional volleyball. Just Dimitrova, complete game, a dominant attacker. Vibe has got to be ready for.
Meanwhile, the Rise will have to be ready for Leah Edmond because she went off in the win over Omaha.
Edmond is playing some of her best volleyball of this season. 21 kills, 49% kill percentage only 3 days ago. Her block is respected across the league. There's not too many players that can hang with Edmond when she gets going. You got to find number 13. Edmond is coming at you today. Grand Rapids Rise, find her, got to slow her down.
The Vibe have only lost 2 sets in their last 5 home matches, but the Rise dropped them at Gas South Arena earlier this season. It's Atlanta and Grand Rapids, and our first serve comes next.
Going to be a big day. I think of all the little girls in the stands right now. Dreams coming true, not only for these professionals, but the young little girls in the crowd saying, maybe one day I'll be out there too.
This one slammed right into the block. Shelly Fanning ends it here in the A. Welcome home. The Vibe win it in straight sets and move to 3-0.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Fourth and final regular season meeting between the Vibe and the Rise. Keely, let's check out your keys to the match.
The way Rise beat Atlanta first time around was the pass and serve game was there. Out of system, Atlanta was running all over the court. Slow the back row attack. You got to find the back row options. They run both with Edmond, Lekator, and you got Cleveland also for Atlanta. Scout the rotational matchup. It's got to match up with Edmond against Dimitrova. That right side, left front combination of a block's got to be there, and then 5 hitters deep. Atlanta knows that if they get 5 attackers going, they are hard to stop. Setter Marley Monterey's been doing an excellent job mixing up the offense. That's why Atlanta's been killing it lately.
Yeah, Marley Monterey, season high 56 assists in the win over Omaha. One of those attackers, though, will likely not be Anna Lasareva. She is dressed out. Head coach Todd Dagenet said she will likely not play. Scheduled time off, so Grace Cleveland gets the start as the cover by Lecator Member Mena. Tapped over in the middle, that's dug out by Monserrat. The back set from Hens. Lecator Member Mena has that slowed. Teams 1 and 2 in the league in points per set, and the first point of the first set goes to the Rise.
You're going to see that a lot. Setter Ashley Evans leaning back, dropping that ball inside on a go. It's a low flat ball out to Chassé for the kill.
Lasareva, though, 10 double-doubles, earned that 10th in the win over Omaha. Grace Cleveland really got the majority of that playing time before Lasareva became activated February 18th, the first 5 matches of the season. And so even Todd Dagenet said she's been a starter off the bench all season.
Yeah, when you have a right side with Cleveland, you'll see her getting going, but you can see Vibe going to that back row early, set in the middle, now going back row to Edmond, just missing it slightly long.
2-0 start for the Rise. If they go backside, that one is slowed. Dumped over and dug up. Member Mena goes soft over the block. Evans gets underneath it.
Ooh.
Lecator Member Mena again covering the seam, off speed by Edmond from the back. Terrific defense early by the Rise as the Vibe try to get organized. Member Mena gets that blocked. Punched up and bumped over. And the rally continues. Member Mena once more. And she punishes it for the Vibe's first point.
That was a reverse first and second contacts. You have the setter Monterey digging it, and right side Cleveland delivering that set for Lecator Member Mena to get the kill.
Oh, the second-year pro from Pittsburgh drops the hammer coming off her second double of the season. 13 kills, 13 digs in the win over the Supernovas, and an ace levels us at 2. Lecator Member Mena's first double-double of the season came against Grand Rapids on February 9th.
When Lecator Member Mena got in that rotation, she really wanted to solidify herself as a starter, really earned her way on the court to stay as a starter.
It's also one way for Grace Cleveland to solidify herself with an ace. Can't cover the line shot as that's thumped down for the Rise side out. And Claire Chassé likely all league when it's all said and done.
Watch how she stays open and then takes the power swing, turns her whole body down that line shot against Monterey.
Claire Chassé, second-year pro from Louisville, 4th in the Pro Volleyball Federation in points and kills per set. The tool by Yelasheva and the Vibe point.
Pretty nice when Atlanta Vibe sticks that pass. Marley Monterey does an excellent job going fast to either pin and then using that back row. Nice to see that slide get involved early on in the set.
Blocked. Edmond and Yelasheva converge on it and close it down.
That's the risk you take, throwing out a rotation lineup. You hope you match Edmond with Dimitrova. That's the goal for Atlanta Vibe. In this rotation, we're only going to see that once because Dimitrova is going to the back row on her next rotation.
And an overpass leads to an easy roof from Yelasheva. And all of a sudden, a 3-point run by the Vibe. Something Todd Dagenet talked about to us before the match. He wants to, in his words, force Grand Rapids into chaos on the serve, limit the in-system attacks from Amelia Dimitrova. Chassé elevates, tries to punch it deep, and gets the point. Is batted up by Monterey, but now back in play, and the Rise are in the side out.
Chassé is like a dream 6 rotation outside hitter. She's able to find court and so respected. You saw defenders crash on her, and then she took that deep tip shot long.
Her 9th double-double of the season in the 5-set win over Las Vegas, 20 kills and 12 digs. The reverse and the slide. Yelasheva drops it short, gets the point.
Early on, you see recognize strategy. When Monterey's at the net, that's 3 attempts from Yelasheva. This one going second slide attack for the kill. I don't think it's going to be the last one we'll see, Andy.
Off the inside hand of Chassé, 6 serving 4, and that one sails a bit long. Grand Rapids winners of 2 straight after a 3-match losing streak, currently 8-8, half game ahead of San Diego for 3rd place in the Pro Volleyball Federation. We talked about it. There's still so much to be decided over these final 5-6 matches of the regular season. The Rise are in playoff position right now. That doesn't mean they're guaranteed, so in many respects, this can be a must-win match for Grand Rapids.
Talking to Coach George, he said, of course, we're 1 game at a time. We don't want to predict too far. Coaching in the Big Ten for 17 years, you can't play the prediction game. You just got to take care of business.
Parried at the net on the swing from Dimitrova. Quick set through the middle. Dimitrova controls it. Chaussee tapping it short, getting the point. You talk about fearsome hitting tandems. That was actually Maren Grote. But you don't want to deny Maren Grote either. Was that Chaussee?
We got Scully out there, man.
Oh, beg your pardon.
I know.
When you're second in the Pro Volleyball Federation in points per set, you got some options.
I know.
But his service here gives it back to the Vibe.
You should tell everyone where we're sitting right now. Let them know, Andy. They'll give us some slack.
The oxygen's a little thinner up here.
Yeah, right.
But we love it. 8-6 Vibe, and here is Leah Edmond. She lit up Omaha, a team-high 24 points, 10 digs in that 4-set win over the Supernovas. Camila Gomez, her 3rd straight start, and that cross-court shot sails wide from Dimitrova.
I love this bolt 6. You right away get the call. Ball is out. 22 cameras catching it all.
Can't escape bolt 6. And now it's a 3-point Vibe lead in the 1st set. Kathy from the middle. High and wide. Member Mena had to reach for it. Does she make contact? No, it's out. Rise point.
A strong blocker in the front row. You had setter Ashley Evans, 6-1 going against Member Mena. And that, trying to work the tool, Evans was smart and just moved her hands in.
Monserrat beats Member Mena. Oh, what a cover by Gomez. And a point for the Rise. Defense transitioning to offense from the back.
Chaussee is such a student of the game. Watch some video, recognize where her first shot was going to be on that back row attack. It's a seam ball between libero, Hent, and Edmond making that move.
And once again, Gomez is there. Chance for the Rise to even up our 1st set. Hens was in the seam. Member Mena takes a swing, gets it rejected. Dimitrova with the block, and we're back tied at 9.
You see that energy from Dimitrova, just loves it. Plays with so much heart. Coach George says one of the best competitors in the game. Right there, feeling it.
Led the Rise with 24 points in the win over Las Vegas. That's kept up by Evans. And just glances off the outside hand for the Rise point, and what a run by Grand Rapids to regain the lead.
Coach George says that we're confident in our offensive game. We know we got to be there. It's all stick in that pass so we can run the offense.
We asked Kathy George, what explains your success against Atlanta this year? Only team to defeat the Vibe twice, and she kind of breaks it down very simply. She says, we've just come at them, and let's not deny that this is a potent Grand Rapids offense as well. Quick through the middle, let's turn back. Rise to reload, and Dimitrova with the left hand. Wow. One-handed dig by Monserrat. Turns into a free ball for the Rise. And pounded down through the middle.
Caffey taking it strong in transition, getting up. It took multiple cover balls to get this kill eventually for Caffey.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is 5 straight by the Rise. Now up 11-9. Hammond couldn't put a full swing on it. Block touch Vibe. Monserrat. Oh, and dropping it over the double block. That was Shelly Fanning for the side out.
Fanning reached for that ball, but you see the power shots are getting touched by the block for Rise. The tip shots, trying to find a way to get the ball to the floor, went down.
I don't know how much these players hold grudges from their college days, but Shelly Fanning and the Vibes' Yassiana Presley were part of that Baylor Final Four team that beat Maren Grote in Washington back in 2019. Sure, that might be funneling through the mind of Maren Grote. Once again, Caffey finds the seam.
Evans does an excellent job finding the hot hand in the moment. She got an easy kill. It was a good transition kill. Goes right back to it. Caffey reaching for that ball, find an open court.
Kayla Caffey coming off a 15-point effort against Las Vegas. Played with Shelly Fanning in the Puerto Rican League. What a thump by Yelasheva, but that's kept up by Evans. But a block from Yelasheva. She was not to be denied.
Andy, this is why you hit cut back or going toward your left. You took Evans out of the offense. That allowed the bump set in a predictable location of where that ball was going to go. Yelasheva taking control at the net.
Third in the leagues in blocks per set, makes it 12-11 rise. Reversed and blocked. Chaussee down the line for the point. Quick elevation by Claire Chaussee.
Both Chaussee and Scully, the left front blockers, are doing an excellent job touching the balls off of Grace Cleveland. Here, Cleveland's hitting from the back row attack. Chaussee getting it.
Claire Chaussee a double-double in the win at Gas South Arena. And an opportunity off the overpass. And that is pounded. Run in the middle and running it with force.
Yes, you point to the pass, you point to the set. To make that all work, it started with a good pass. Great delivery. That's a angle that ball's going straight down.
First ball contact has not been crisp of late for the Vibe. Trailing by 3. The set. Grote has that turn back. Chaussee had to wait on it. Now Hens. Edmond swooping in through a trample block, finesses it down for the side out. Not the hardest swing we'll ever see from Leah Edmond, but she used that to their advantage.
The Vibe are recognizing the hard shots are not going down, Andy. They're doing a great job touching the balls at the block, defending. Way to change it up, Edmond, to find a side out.
The back set. This time it's Dimitrova's turn to go off speed. Edmond trying for the deep cross. She thought it clipped hands. It does not, says the up official. And the rise, the first to 15 in our first set. Fourth meeting between Grand Rapids and Atlanta midway through the first. And it's the rise up 3.
I love setting. Seriously, that's a roof.
She just has the touch tonight. Some nights, everything just goes right. I feel like Betty De La Cruz has started out that way tonight.
Serve. De La Cruz turns up the power. Here's De La Cruz. Too much to handle. Oh my. There's no better top spin serve in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
You got to give it the Player of the Week award right now.
The wait is finally over. A concept years in the making becomes a reality tonight.
We have stars that are sure to make a splash in terms of heads.
There are stars everywhere you look.
Welcome back to Gas South Arena. During the timeout, the Vibe challenged the last call. It was scored a block touch. Point taken off for Grand Rapids, given to Atlanta. And then on the next play, a block. And so here we are tied at 14, Keela Eveland in our first set with member Mena to serve. Ooh, that roof turned back by Evans. Edmond was not expecting that, but you can expect that from Leah Edmond. A crisp swing to regain the lead for the Vibe. And now we have our first to 15 timeout. Leah Edmond's kill makes it 15-14 Vibe. So another timeout here at Gas South Arena. Glad you're with us tonight for our Pro Volleyball Federation coverage on YouTube.
a nail. That's why I'm like dumb, because I say all the wrong things.
You know I'm screaming fabulous. You know I'm screaming fabulous. You know I'm screaming fabulous.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
Pro Volleyball Federation, where every action carries the weight of passion and pride. There's a select group that rises above the rest. 23 athletes of the Pro Volleyball Federation are past or current members of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team, each a testament to dedication, skill, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Pro Volleyball Federation, building champions and making dreams a reality.
Vibe trying to extend their win streak to 7 matches. They take the 15-14 lead over Grand Rapids in set 1 from Gas South Arena. Glad you're with us tonight. Andy Demetra and the alumna of East Kentwood High School in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh, we got Grand Rapids royalty on the broadcast tonight. Our own Keely Evelyn.
Yeah, thanks for giving my high school a shout out right there. Proud of where I'm from.
You got to be on the alumni wall, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Won a state championship in volleyball in the state of Michigan.
That's right. Hard workers come out of Grand Rapids.
What a diving dig by Member Mena off the swing from Chaussee. We continue. The back set, Dimitrova off the top of the block and down.
There you go, out of a timeout, getting Dimitrova the ball, get her going in the offense. She's heading back to the back row right now, but don't sleep on her in that back row attack.
Loved what head coach Kathy George said of Amelia Dimitrova when we visited with her before the match. Calls Dimitrova fiery, driven beyond measure. That's the kind of player you want on your team. Edmund low, line shot covered. Chaussee has that rattle across the tape and turn back. Block and a defensive point, Monserrat and Yelasheva.
Yelasheva with the extra effort. Watch the penetration back into the court. Chaussee was trying to go that cut shot, hard angle, taking it away. Yelasheva.
The number 2 pick in the inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation draft, albeit by San Diego, subsequently acquired by the Vibe. She winds up and serves with the Vibe back up 1. The center dump hits the tape. And now the buzzer sounds. Middle of the rally.
That was a clean ball, so the first tip by the setter did not clear the net, so you still had a third contact to play the ball. Not sure if it wouldn't be challenged, so there's probably just a delay.
Kathy George sidling over, as is Vibe head coach Todd Dagenet. We'll look at it again.
But you recognize, so setter tip didn't go over the net. You had a full right by Grote to play that ball.
When I say Atlanta, you say live. Atlanta. When I say Atlanta, you say live. Atlanta. When I go
Well, it's going to be a rise side out. And Chaussee to serve. It is 15 serving 16.
The most on that ball, possibly a net violation from Edmond, but the Rise are saying, hey, let's take it.
Yeah, it is a side out rise. They give them the point, so we're tied at 16. Serving to Member Mena. Edmond winds up and crushes it. Elevate and detonate, Leah Edmond.
Yes, it all started with the pass. You had a lean back set. That's how you hold the middle just enough, opening the line shot for Edmond to destroy.
Edmond a 37% hitting efficiency, Keely, in the win over Omaha. She put on a show on Saturday. Popped up, blocked back. Chaussee once more. Hence laying out. Leads the league in digs per set. Layout by Chaussee and dumped over for the Grand Rapids point.
I mean, I'm sitting back on my heels too if I'm defending Grote after that amazing cut shot you're seeing. So it's a good time. Transition turn, drop it in the middle of the court.
And quick wrist there by Maren Grote, second-year pro from Washington. Back even at 17, Grote to serve. Edmond blocked. Member Mena keeps it up. Edmond had to reach for it. And now from the back, Grote blocked. Solo blocked through the middle by Fanning.
What Edmond did, tipped it short on Dimitrova. That took her out of the offense. In that rally, then you left with 3 defenders to clamp in on that block, ready for that back row attack.
You could tell that was a very shrewd touch, very shrewd swing by Edmond. Gets the point for Atlanta. Vibe back in front, 18-17. Viber 14-0 this year when winning the first set. And another block from the pin. This time it's Cleveland, who got the start today ahead of Anna Lasareva.
Cleveland 6-3, getting up, taking away the line shot. Scully was trying to turn it there. Grace Cleveland says not today.
Gives Edmond another serve. Little out of system. Dimitrova tools it for the point.
This is why it's so important to play the ball with the defender. Dimitrova was hidden in the back row, ready for that back row attack, trying to go line shot against member Mena.
It wasn't quite in rhythm, but Dimitrova, so good. A swing to tie and is put through. Caffey once more, a third kill of the set.
Caffey does such an excellent job keeping her body open and then quick turn on it. How are you going to jump on that if you're already in the air? There's no extra move to come back on that crossbody attack.
I know that Kathy George loves all her players equally. She might reserve a little more sentimental attachment to Kayla Caffey as that one is hit wide for the rise point. Because before she started Texas and Nebraska and Missouri, Kayla Caffey was an alumna of Mother McCauley High School in Chicago, which also produced a volleyball player by the name of Kathy George. As we've hit timeout in the first set, Rise 25-19. Kathy George, Michigan coaching royalty, all-time winningest coach in the history of Michigan State. Had a successful decade-long run at Western Michigan. And she had a keen eye for talent because once upon a time she recruited one Keely Evelyn out of that aforementioned East Kentwood High in Grand Rapids.
It's pretty special. I played my club volleyball years in Kalamazoo, Michigan. We drove an hour down the road from Grand Rapids. But yeah, shout out Dead Frogs on that one too, and now it's far out.
I'm sure to those in Michigan, they're aware of the Dead Frogs program, but for those who may not be familiar with that club program, can you give us the etymology here, the origin of that name?
You know,
Dead Frogs?
You know what I remember is that everybody wanted our jerseys change at the switch at the end of tournaments, at the end of nationals. We did take fifth in nationals,
swap.
The jersey swap, because it was this really funky dead frog.
Okay. But you never got an explanation why they decided on
I
Dead
think
Frogs
it was
as the name.
Some brand out there, but it was played Kalamazoo, Michigan. We did all of our practices at Western Michigan, so I've known Kathy since I was 16.
Shout out Dead Frogs. Popped up high, Lecator, member Mena trying to hit a line shot that's covered. But the Vibe grind their way to the point.
If offense isn't clicking, you come in on that block. Fanning went up for it. You had a little help with Cleveland between that wall. That ball went down.
Levels is at 20. Allie Linehan comes in to serve. Appeared in 4 sets in the Omaha match. 1 dig for the inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Player of the Week. The back set, Dimitrova had options and went with the power swing.
So this is what Grand Rapids wanted. The matchup 14 on your screen, Dimitrova against Lecator member Mena, who jumps, I swear, like 40 inches. But she's 5'7", and so it takes her a while to get to that height that she can do and hang. That's the matchup Rise is going for.
Second kill of the set for Dimitrova. Set up short, blocked away. Member Mena having to lunge for it, and that is met at the summit by Dimitrova. And now 22-20 Rise late in the first.
Dimitrova was already cheering by the time she got that block, knowing that ball was going out of bounds. That energy and fight, she shows up when she plays Vibe.
She's brought that fire for 17 years professionally, although the swing from the pin earns the point and the side out for the Vibe. That one came from Cleveland.
This is Cleveland's first start in a while. It takes you a little bit to get in your groove. This is a high seam shot, trying to shift the middle back to her right. Nice shot.
Former two-time All-American at Purdue. Evans, Chaussee throwing it down the line for the point.
Chaussee's just a high flyer. She's got so many options. This throw tip shot's been really working for her in the last couple matches. Really evolved in that part of her game.
And a timeout Vibe with the Rise ahead 23-21. How important is it for the Vibe to claim the first set of a match? They're 14-0 when winning the first this year, 1-4 when they don't.
And we know Grand Rapids has beaten them twice, so there's no fear on the side of the Rise against Vibe.
And something else with this match playing tight in the first set. The Vibe are 16-1 in sets decided by 2 points. When it gets clutch and close late, Leah Edmond and the Vibe find a way to rise to the occasion. But can they overcome the Rise here ahead by 2, 23-21 in the first?
You know, it's the matchup right now. So you have Dimitrova against Lekator member Minette. That's a solid matchup. And the middle offense has been working. I think Ashley Evans is doing an excellent job finding the right matchup, putting her hitters one-on-one for Grand Rapids.
Tell you what, that youngster is mesmerized. You come to a Pro Volleyball Federation match once, doesn't matter how young you are hooked.
I'm still thinking about that Grote shot that she did. That was sick.
And out of the timeout, the service error. 23-22 Rise. And it'll be member Mena to serve.
For Atlanta Vibe, they're thinking, yes, we're in a good pattern right now. Now for this one rotation, we need to push points while Dimitrova is with Edmond.
Evans gets underneath it. Across the Chaussee, hands cannot get that back up.
Chaussee just does an excellent job. She had a huge hole to look at. You saw Libero Hentz try to crash it. Chaussee got the advantage with her speed.
Chaussee has been dialed in and earned set point for the Rise. 24 serving 22, Dimitrova puts it in. Edmond cranks it. It is deep. It is down.
It was one of those moments that ball looked like it kissed the line so fast. It was like a breath of fresh air coming in. Way to find the core Edmond.
Needing a high leverage serve. 5 go to the rookie, Kamali Heapo. 23 serving 24. Dipping low to Gomez. Chaussee elevates and crushes it. Just soaring and taking flight. Claire Chaussee caps off a set 1 win for the Rise. 25-23, so make Atlanta 16-2 in sets decided by 2 points. Set 1 to Grand Rapids.
Proud of you boys. Let's go celebrate now. Let's go.
Welcome back to Gas South Arena. Andy Demetri, Keely Evelyn, Claire Chaussee. Keely 8 kills, 5 digs, and pacing the rise to a 25-23 set 1 win. This is a Vibe team that's not playing Ana Lasareva tonight, but you had to be impressed with the offense of the Rise in that first set.
Evans picked the middles to set at the right time and then left her pin attackers one-on-one multiple times. Chaussee had her will, could power shot it, tip shot line, just mix it up. That makes an excellent player like Chaussee really hard to defend.
The Rise are one of only 2 teams in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Omaha's the other that has not been swept. Now they're assured of not getting swept tonight against an Atlanta team that is responsible for almost half of the sweeps in the league this year. There have been 17 sweeps. Atlanta's had 8 of them. And the first point goes to Edmond and the Vibe.
I told you, hard workers come out of Grand Rapids, so not a doubt in my mind that a Grand Rapids team is going to fight and not be swept.
Is that on the sign as you reach the city limits? Hard workers come out of Grand Rapids?
You know, you could be called ugly. You can be called so many names. The biggest diss ever for somebody in Grand Rapids, or Michigan, it's a whole Michigan thing, is being called lazy. Like, you can call me ugly, don't call me lazy.
Okay. For the record, I have not called Keely either of those things in all of our time working together as the Rise and Vibe exchange service airs.
You can see the Rise are working for it, even going hard shot. You got to keep Atlanta out of system. I love that idea. Going low and flat, just missing that one slightly long.
Monterey to wind it up. Interesting, we have a pair of setters in this match. Sponsel and, of course, Monterey, who both kind of come from the beach primarily. As that point goes soft from the outside, and the side out from Dimitrova.
Nice off-speed shot going up, just chipping it in. Had Monterey back on her heels a little bit. I mean, I don't blame her. When you go against these hitters, you're like, yeah, you're sitting back waiting for the hard shot.
Uh-huh. Ilya Dimitrova tied a season high with 26 kills, 22 digs as well in the win over Atlanta February 18th. Overpass her member Mena, controlled by Hentz though. The back set. And down the line for the point from Cleveland. Grace Cleveland, who's picking up the playing time with Ana Lasareva not dressed out. As you get another look.
Gomez makes a nice move in. Grace Cleveland, that offense on the right side is so needed. You can see her settling into her game. Got a kill in that first set at the end of it. Now cruising into the second set.
Rookie from Purdue did not play in the Omaha match. And with Atlanta having already clinched a spot in the Pro Volleyball Federation playoffs, head coach Todd Dagenet being very prudent with the load management, you could say, of Ana Lasareva, who herself is coming off a very grueling season in the Chinese Super League. Free ball for the Vibe as that just rattles over the tape. Great dig by Dimitrova. She can do it all. Chaussee loads up on it. Hentz is there. Monserrat overshot the shoes going quicker to the outside. Couldn't find her target. That one does. Chaussee one more.
Chaussee, you think of a good shooter in basketball, just can shoot from anywhere. This is the shot chart of Chaussee. Works the court, so many different angles, hard shot line. Now she mixes up, going for that deep corner shot.
Former ACC Player of the Year with Louisville. Grand Rapids has been serving tough as well. Chaussee trying to thump it through the double block. Pancake by Gomez. And that cut shot falls.
Nice job mixing up Sponsel going on the outside. Hard to tell with the blonde hairs up here when we go, but great inside angle shot. If the both outside hitters getting going for the rise, how are you going to stop them?
Numbers a little trickier to pick up the higher up you are, but you can appreciate a good cut shot from anywhere. And that one catches the line for the Grand Rapids point.
I know, with Sponsel, she's got like it looks like an 18, you know, with that angle through. It's a hard one to tell going up. Nice job dropping that one in.
Makes it 4-3 rise here in the second. Kathy George told us her team's in the middle of a meat grinder. This is their 5th match in the last 10 days, but perky start here. 25-23 in set 1, up 4-3 in the second. Allie Linehan comes in as Todd Dagenet swaps her for Lecator member Mena.
This will be good action for Linehan. She was player of the week, the first ever for Pro Volleyball Federation. She's got game, injury took her out. She really wants to prove what she can do.
Yeah, this is more of the rotation that you saw from the Vibe before Anna Lasareva became active. Linehan the swing, trying to go soft over the block. Battle at the net. Pushed over by Hentz. A lot of traffic on the Rise's side. Edmond with the up. The set to Linehan, and that one sails on her, but it caught a hand. Point Vibe.
That's everything in my body's gonna go into this ball type of swing. Going high into the hands, got the tool, and the ball sailed off the blocker's hands out of bounds.
Another one of those lean back swings from Allie Linehan makes it 4-all. Yelahasheva, the set to Linehan. That's parried away.
Oh, great set.
And the line shot catches the line.
Sponsel going off the hands. If you just watch Evans run the setting show, it's incredible. She's a wrist setter, running off the court, trying to get that ball right on the line, dishing dimes.
Evans, the member of Team USA, second in the Pro Volleyball Federation in assists per set behind Nutsar Tomcom of San Diego. Another service there, however, gives the Vibe the point to ties at 5.
This is a good rotation. You got Dimitrova still in that back row if Evans want to get that middle going a little bit.
Oh, but the tool and the point.
It's
that
just
swing
working.
Once more from the outside.
Andy, it's working. That outside attack, if Vibe can't stop it, as a setter, you keep going to it. Why go somewhere else? Sponsel? Excuse me.
Yelahasheva on to go behind. Muscles it through.
Scully up for it again on that block. Got the last one on the kill, but just Yelahasheva just not powerhousing through the moving block.
We've seen that slowly open up from the Vibe this year, that slide attack from Magda Yelasheva. Linehan serving, tied at 6. Dumped deep, and now dumped through. Point Vibe.
Perfect transition pass by Linehan out of middle back. That ball you could have done any option with. Monterey says, we haven't done this all match long. Let me go ahead and get a kill for my team with the slam tip.
A lot of open court to work with there by the former Florida Gator and UCLA beach volleyball alumna Marley Monserrat. As the Vibe regain the lead in our second set. Chaussee blocked on the back row attack. Yelasheva says, meet me in the high rent district.
You can feel locked in at the net. Yelasheva takes complete control from pin to pin and then owns that middle of the court. Strong blocker in the PVF.
And one of the PVF leaders in kills per set, Claire Chaussee, one of the league leaders in blocks per set. Magda Yelasheva, the former Washington State Cougar. Does that dot the corner? It does. That is a deep cross with precision.
I'm clapping for you up here, Dimitrova. That ball had such high top spin. It looked like it was going long, but you created that top spin to drop it to that deep corner.
you can make a very easy case that the two best international players in the league this year are on these teams. Lasareva for Atlanta, Dimitrova for Grand Rapids, and those two have been so consistent throughout this year.
You know, you talk to young players, and the highest money makers overseas are right sides. Both Dimitrova and Lazareva are right side attackers in this professional game.
Chaussee taking flight, that's dug out. Deep cross, and it finds the corner.
Smart idea, because either way, setter Evans was going to be taken out of the offense, so hitting toward Evans was the right idea because the offense is clicking for Rise.
Makes it 9-7 vibe, and an ace from Yalasheva. If there is one thing that I wouldn't call it a weakness of Atlanta, but it's not something they do at the same level as some of their other offensive and defensive numbers. They don't get a lot of aces, but they got one there to force the Grand Rapids timeout. 11-7 vibe in the second.
As the sun continues to shine on the inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation, the stage is set for the crowning of a champion.
An energetic Saturday night here inside Gas South Arena. Vibe and the mojo, and our first serve.
In the heart of competition, Pro Volleyball Federation has ignited a firestorm of excitement, captivating audience and athletes alike with every match. But behind every spike, every dive, there's been a force driving excellence. Ren Athletics.
And then the solo block right on.
Ren Athletics proudly champions the success of the Pro Volleyball Federation's first season. Here's to many more victories on the horizon.
China Joseph with a
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Grand Rapids uses a timeout to try to quiet things in the second. Atlanta on top 11-7. 1-0 Grand Rapids the lead in this match. Vibe having to showcase their depth here with Anna Lasareva. She was introduced, she was in uniform, but back in her sweats. As she's been held out for some scheduled time off. Can certainly understand wanting to preserve her for the postseason, with Atlanta having clinched a spot in the Pro Volleyball Federation playoffs, courtesy of their win over Omaha on Saturday. They've still got Leah Edmond, though, Keely, and she remains a handful.
An open net swing with Edmond. She's getting that kill, guys.
Caffey blocked as they try to run a quick set. Dimitrova. Linehan sends that soaring. Bumped back and bumped over. Yes, indeed. That was filthy. Chaussee taking flight. That is even nastier.
Right? Like when you make an incredible scramble play, Chaussee was like, guys, I got a hole. You know, with a hole, and my name's Claire Chaussee, it's going down. A scramble play, playing back outside the antenna. You get the third contact playing inside the antenna, and that's a free ball you can play.
Well, look at the hustle by Marley Monserrat. Wiggling underneath the net and then having to scramble back to be a blocking target in front of Chaussee, but Claire Chaussee just too powerful. A side out to the Rise, down 8-12. That gives Chaussee a 9th kill, her first kill of the set. Ooh, and a yellow card just been issued. It was issued to Grand Rapids. Unclear as to whom was on the receiving end of that card. And there's a service here as that serve hit fat by Cappy.
You see smiles from Linehan. She's adding some energy to the court. It helps. You have fresh legs, coming in strong. You trust your game. You used to be a starter, so you know what you can do. A lot of energy coming her way.
Yeah, not only the injury, but the arrival of Lasareva has kind of kept Allie Linehan's court time in check, but a terrific opportunity for her with Lasareva not in the lineup. Quick set, and that one kept up from the back. Dimitrova trying to go off speed. Edman has it blocked. She tried to put all she could into it, but Dimitrova was waiting for her.
In that moment, you're going so much power. You're testing the discipline of the block. Are they penetrated completely over, or are they back on their side of the court? Grote had that angle shot straight down.
Dimitrova serving to Edmond. Going backside. Dimitrova, oh, was that clever.
You're sitting deep on the line. You have Dimitrova going for hard attacks. This is what makes her so dangerous. You saw the top spin shot to the deep corner early on. Now throwing in a tip shot. Dimitrova is balling right now.
Just pulling the string on the Vibe. 5 kills, 6 digs for the native of Bulgaria, Amelia Dimitrova. And that one off the tape and back. Another point for the Rise. And starting to stack together a run. That's 3 straight.
These two teams top in the league in first in points per set, Atlanta, and then second with kills per set with Rise. They just trust their offense. It's all about the runs.
And nobody better in kills per set statistically in the Pro Volleyball Federation than Amelia Dimitrova. Setter dump is parried away. Dimitrova with the set. Chaussee. Deep cross. That is a beauty. Lovely, lovely shot.
Going to that deep corner. I remember when Claire Chaussee came into Georgia Tech, and it was between Julia Bergman for Player of the Year and Claire Chaussee for ACC Player of the Year. It was like lights out fire. Chaussee represented, eventually earned the spot, but this is the type of lethal offense she's got.
Closes the margin to 1, and that one thumped through by Cleveland. Off the overpass, Grace Cleveland trying to calm things for the Vibe.
It's finding offense right now for Atlanta. You have a decent lead. 2 points is a long ways away at the Pro Volleyball Federation between all these teams.
And the Rise used a run midway through the second set to regain the lead, wouldn't relinquish it. But they give the Vibe a free ball. Linehan rejected, kept up by Hentz. Cleveland had to reach for it. Chaussee trying for that tip shot down the line. Well, it defended. Monserrat setting up Cleveland off the hands and down.
A rare down ball on the ground from Grand Rapids Rise. That allowed the inside shot. Watch how Grace Cleveland comes inside. The block was going wide, thinking the ball was going to the normal antenna spot. Nice job changing the play by setter Monserrat and Grace Cleveland.
Molly Monserrat has drawn so many plaudits, not only from Todd Dagenet, but around the league. And she was not the primary setter to begin the season. We know that was Tori Stringer, who was subsequently traded to Columbus. But every opposing coach that we talked to, Keely, they have just so much praise for Marley Monserrat and the way she runs the show for the Vibe. Meanwhile, 13 serving 15. Make it 14 to serve 15. Grote chops it down.
And then you add an amazing setter like Ashley Evans on the side for the Rise, running that beautiful slide attack by Grote, and now Grote getting the overpass kill for the put-away.
He's also maybe 2 of the best blocking setters in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Cleveland steps into it and stripes it down the line.
I love what Atlanta Vibe has been doing right now with Cleveland. They're dropping the attack. Lazareva hits a higher ball. She's the normal starter for Atlanta. This time, Monserrat dropped it, so the ball hardly cleared the height of the antenna.
A 5th kill for Grace Cleveland. 16-14 Vibe. Chaussee can't muscle that through. So they'll get another crack. Evans going short. Cleveland having to reach for it, but can't get it over.
The right idea. Cleveland jumped a little farther away from the ball than she thought she was for the net. Right here, Grand Rapids happy to get this side out.
What do you think of the flow and chemistry from Todd Dagenet's side? Not their normal rotation. Of course, Lazareva not going to play tonight. Cleveland picking up most of that court time. We've seen more Linehan. Haven't seen much Member Mena here in the second set, but with the way Grace Cleveland is swinging from the outside, no sense taking her off.
Yeah, you have to show that team depth if you're going into the playoffs. The the $1 million prize at the end of the rainbow for the champion. It takes a team effort to win.
And Todd Dagenet did say Grace Cleveland has been a starter on his bench all season. She pounds that into the net, though. Service there makes it 17-16 Vibe with Evans to serve. And Ashley Evans coming off a team season-high 3 aces in the 5-set win over Las Vegas. You know that the Rise want to keep the foot on the pedal. They took the first 2 sets from the Thrill. Las Vegas claimed the next 2. Where Grand Rapids got itself situated in the 5th, 15-9. The layout dig by Gomez. Here's Dimitrova. And the point puts it away.
Putting in Bauer in the right back for her defense. She's the second setter for Atlanta, just trying to defend this right side, and yet another kill came on that right side.
So now back tied at 17. Monserrat pushes it across to Linehan. That's bumped over. Monserrat going to Edmond this time. Makes it clinical.
I love with a capital L that back row attack by Edmond. It shifted toward her left. Watch her go up. It makes the whole block stay in the middle, and Edmond has her way with angles.
Leah Edmond soaring with the greatest of ease at Gas South Arena. Vibe retake the lead. Tight serve, and it turns into an ace.
That's a big serve right there, Andy. You go in almost to 20. You're up by 2. Linehan going low and flat. That's the right idea as Rise are in a 3-hitter situation with Dimitrova in the front row.
One more for Linehan. Going line again. Dimitrova has to take something off. The up by Monserrat and the kill from Edmond. So just like that, 3 straight for the Vibe. 2017, Kathy George calls timeout.
Morgan Hens is one of the best setting liberos in the world. Puts a ball right on the money for Edmond to take care of.
Kill number 9 for Leah Edmond, prompting the timeout from Grand Rapids. 2017 Vibe on top in our second set. Well, there's no Anna Lasareva tonight, but to the dismay of the Rise, there's still number 13, Leah Edmond.
Yeah, it takes a team effort. You have the passing improving for Atlanta. There's still no answer for Chassé and Dimitrova. They're having their way offensively, but if you can slow down the rest of the people, we haven't seen too many middle attacking options in this set for the Rise.
You know, if the playoffs were to start today, it would be the Supernovas facing the Rise, 2 versus 3, but I wouldn't mind seeing this out in Omaha. Rematch of this one.
Right, and very well could be.
Yeah.
Once everyone gets healthy and strong and back with fresh legs, it's anyone's game, Andy.
And we are glad you're along on this Tuesday night on our Pro Volleyball Federation YouTube channel. Andy Demetri, Keela Evelyn, and of course, the Vibe Tribe, as they have taken to calling themselves here at Gas South Arena. Atlanta on a Pro Volleyball Federation best 6-match win streak. Rise have captured 2 straight. But could this be a 3rd Rise win, Lasareva in or not, in 4 regular season meetings with the Vibe? That would certainly be an attention getter. Out of the timeout. Reverse to Dimitrova. Seam was covered. Edmond measures it. Hence the bump set. Edmond once more goes down the line, turning it down for the point. She opened herself up and then whipped it back around down the line for another Leah Edmond kill.
To win a match, it takes teamwork and relentless effort, and your leaders got to show up. Leah Edmond looked like she's going cross, jacking that one down the line to get a much-needed kill for her team.
That is just poetry in motion by Leah Edmond. 21 serving 17. And you see players like Linehan and Cleveland growing into this match as well. Caffey can't punch it down. Pushed over by Edmond. Tight set. That's swatted back. Evans once more. Did that catch hands? It did.
So fast, catching the hands off the defender. Clapping it back to the service line. Rise happy to get that one out of the back row. Nice swing, just caught a foul ball off those arms.
Yeah, just grazed Yalasheva. So side out with Scully to serve. Second-year pro, Huntington Beach, California. Monterey, Edmond got it blocked. Scrambling to keep it up and bump it over. Cappy out of system.
Wow.
Oh, what defense. Oh, but there was a line violation on Hentz.
Hentz is arguing, but I did not interfere with the play. There was nobody around it. But getting called going under the net.
So that's 2 straight for the Rise and not going quietly into the second set.
And the fiery beast right front is Dimitrova's 2 rotations left in her front row.
Yelahasheva on the slide. Drops the hammer.
If you're not finding front row right side action, but you have a middle that can run a slide, this is how you get that right side kill offense. Off the slide attack, Yelahasheva.
Yeah, back to Yelahasheva coming off a 10-kill night versus Omaha. 22-19 Vibe. The off speed dug out by Yelahasheva, but Vibe can't punch it over.
Coming right back, you look at the rotations. You have Atlanta, 2-hitter situation. If they can get Fanning the ball, because I think everybody's thinking about Edmond as an attacker on this one.
Haven't seen too many quick sets with the Vibe running their middles in this match. Could this be a opportune time to do it? We'll just have to be content with playing it over. Chaussee taking flight, another one tallied by the outstanding Claire Chaussee, and just like that, the deficit's down to 1.
You know you have the matchup right now. Chaussee with setter Monterey. That's where Rise will go. They get a transition ball. Look no further. That ball's going out. Anna really needs a pass right now. You got to stick your pass. Everyone's going to think about Edmond. Got to get Fanning the ball.
And Todd Dagenais wants to talk things over. Vibe 22-21 late in our second set. You know, every time that we catch up with Todd Dagenais before a match, you know, he just has so much respect for the talent around the league that, you know, it's may come off as humility. You know, we asked him, what made you guys play at such a good level against Omaha? He just said, you know, it was our night. You know, they didn't play 100% well, but they played 100% to the best of their ability, and it was good enough to get that win on Saturday, but he also knows how they performed on Saturday will have no bearing on how they feature tonight.
I love what he said is find a way to win. Ugly, pretty, doesn't matter. You got to come together as a team, find a way, and that's what they've done time and time again throughout the season. Can they do it right now? You're going to have to try to stop Chaussee and Dimitrova. Find them, commit on them.
Yeah, Claire Chaussee has just been a beast tonight. Or she's been a beast most nights in this inaugural season. A second-year pro from Louisville. Edmond leading the way in kills for the Vibe. She's got 10 and 23 attacks. They serve it deep to Linehan. Evans up top. Chaussee slaps it over. Edmond through the block and down.
You saw the first contact, went slide attack with Fanning, and transition ball went out to Chaussee. That's all Monterey needed to hold the middle blocker, give Edmond an opportunity to solidify her line shot.
Yeah, they couldn't close it down, and Edmond was able to pack it down, 23-21. Tight set, Chaussee. Boy, she is majestic when she jumps. Linehan from the back. Edmond once again. Great layout. That was from Scully. But that swing put through the net. And it's now set point for the Vibe.
You know, there's a typical question that goes around volleyball. What's the hardest working position? The hardest position? Hands down, it's middle blockers. Fanning just went sideline to sideline, covering so much ground in that rally, slowing down balls, causing that final kill.
And now the Rise have some ground to cover here, down 21-24. Reverse to Dimitrova. There's one.
Yeah. I mean, you have to split the net, Andy. You got Dimitrova on your right side, Chaussee on your outside. As a middle blocker, you have to identify how fast can I read this setter's pop of her hands to make a good blocking move.
Dimitrova to serve. Monterrey going quick through the middle. There it is, that middle attack. And on the quick set, the kill by Fanning and the set to the Vibe. Both teams battled in that second set, but we head to intermission. All knotted at a set apiece.
It's going to be a big day. I think of all the little girls in the stands right now. Dreams coming true, not only for these professionals, but the young little girls in the crowd saying, maybe one day
I'll be out there too.
This one slammed right into the block. Shelly Fanning inch it here in the A. Welcome home. Divine win it in straight sets and move to 3 and
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
She just has the touch tonight. Some nights, everything just goes right. I feel like Betty De La Cruz has started out that way tonight.
Serve. De La Cruz turns up the power. Here's De La Cruz. Too much to handle. Oh my. There's no better top spin serve in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
You got to give it the Player of the Week award right now.
As the sun continues to shine on the inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation, the stage is set for the crowning of a champion.
An energetic Saturday night here inside Gas South Arena. Vibe and the Mojo and our first
In
serve.
the heart of competition, Pro Volleyball Federation has ignited a firestorm of excitement, captivating audience and athletes alike with every match. But behind every spike, every dive, there's been a force driving excellence. Ren Athletics.
And then the solo block right on.
Ren Athletics proudly champions the success of the Pro Volleyball Federation's first season. Here's to many more victories on the horizon.
China Joseph with a...
It's been a fierce first 2 sets at Gas South Arena. In the final regular season matchup between Atlanta and Grand Rapids, Vibe Rise tied at a set apiece. We'll take a look at the Pro Volleyball Federation standings. Vibe on the heels of a 6-match win streak. Rise with that win in 5 versus Las Vegas on Saturday, up to 8-8, half game ahead of Orlando in 3rd place. These are the top 2 teams, as we had mentioned, Keeley, in points per set, and they are carrying heavy hands throughout these first 2 sets.
You got to have passing going forward. It's been a really strong passing game for both teams. That's what's going to get you to run that offense to score those points for your team. 60% gone in system, 51% for the Rise. Just looking strong. You can run your game if you got those numbers.
Yeah, Claire Chaussee has been carrying the load for the Rise. Leah Edmond for the Vibe. Third set is on the way in Atlanta.
Let's go celebrate now. Let's go.
I love setting. Seriously, that's a roof.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Back with you in Atlanta. Vibe and Rise even at a set apiece. See the Rise still searching for their first ace of the match. How about 8 blocks for Atlanta, Keeley? Only 3 for Grand Rapids.
Pretty solid at the net. It's all about stopping Chaussee on the outside. She has 14 of the 35 kills for Vibe. Edmond has 11 of those 29 kills. So slowing those outside hitters down, they're playing great volleyball right now.
Well, that's what makes the Rise such a tricky matchup. You can limit Dimitrova, you still have to contend with Chaussee and vice versa. As we had noted, Anna Lasareva, some scheduled time off, so not in uniform tonight. And head coach Todd Dagenais said, you know, with their playoff spot clinched, you know, there still is a mathematical chance that the Supernovas can just stand. Need to go right for Omaha. A lot would need to go wrong for the Vibe for that to happen. But being judicious with Anna Lasareva's rest and wanting her fully recharged for the postseason. What did Atlanta do at a little more efficient level in that second set to enable them to get the win?
I thought Cleveland on the right side got her offense going. That really helped to put some offense on the right side of the court. And then you saw Setter Monserrat on your screen on the right running slide attacks with both middle attackers. So created a little more separation, so both Grote and Caffey had to go sideline to sideline.
There is Anna Lasareva. What is the snack of choice there? Looks like some gummy savers. That's not a bad pull right there.
You know, I had a bunch of foreign teammates in America when I played in college. They loved Sour Patch Kids.
Really?
That was like the thing.
You know, they don't have high fructose corn syrup as readily available in Europe as they do here in the States. That's kind of verboten, so I'm sure that might have had a little bit to do with it. Rise serve to start the third set. And off the joust. Floated over long. Monserrat. High ball Scully gets that blocked. Evans able to run underneath it. Evans. Terminal. Point. Vibe.
This is the ability of Leah Edmond. She's a leader on the court. She knows her team does not want to go long into this match because it can go to any direction. Taking care of business, coming out strong on her first swing.
Last time these teams met at Van Andel Arena, Leah Edmond at a team-high 25 points, also a season-high 4 blocks. Linehan with the dig. Edmond dropping it short for the point.
Heck yes, that's how you do it. You work it deep and then bring them short. Edmond changing up her shot. Last second, dropping in the tip shot right in front of Dimitrova.
She can take you fast and in slow motion as well. 2-0 Vibe. Oh, speaking of terminal, Scully for the side out.
You know, a lot of credit needs to go to Setter Evans. Her technique, it's a lean back set and then it's a wrist set only delivery. Doesn't do a lot of arm extension, so you cannot read exactly where it's going until the ball leaves her hand.
Yeah, she can freeze a defense like few in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Push the Rise on the board in the third set. Oh, and Evans couldn't communicate right. And that one sails wide from Chaussee. What went wrong on that one?
All it is, it's a change your mind mid-set of a release. She was like in that moment, wanted to go outside, and then was I going to set back row, and then it just stayed as like a 2-ball up and down.
Yeah, had a couple of ideas in her head and couldn't commit to either. Evans, that was a crisp set. Great dig, though. Dimitrova has the seam covered well by Monserrat. Edmond into the net.
That bump set by Hentz was so deceptive. Everyone thought she was going to go outside, but Hentz does a great job doing the least predictable option. I don't even know if Edmond was ready for that ball.
Yeah, not quite the arm swing and the arm speed that we're accustomed to seeing from Edmond. They serve it to her. Right back to Leah Edmond. She finds the seam deep for the side out.
You love that set delivery. Edmond passed the ball, so she got stuck inside the court. Watch the hang time and the drop in by Monserrat. Kept her inside the antenna, so she didn't have to clear outside the court.
Opens up a 4-2 lead for Atlanta. Scully has it blocked.
That ball typically doesn't not go down against Rise. They do an excellent job covering, but watch how defenders looked at each other on this cover. Eyes are at the block. Nobody making the move. It's like what they call it, the campfire, right between everybody.
Yeah, it was right in the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, Hentz got hands on it. Has to be played up by Gomez.
Smart.
And that one cooked long in the middle by Fanning. Great defense by Hens to extend the rally, but the air gives it to the Rise.
Such a smart transition middle attack, just slightly behind Fanning to create that top spin.
Monterey dishes to Linehan as she soars up for the side out.
You'll see Linehan turn her whole body into this ball, trying to create power. This one just caught a little bit behind her, misses that clean contact, but found open court on the redirect.
Some extended playing time for Allie Linehan in this one. And she is capitalizing on it. Scully winds up, has that sent back by Yelasheva. And that one can't get over the tape. Another Atlanta point. And they've jumped out to the 7-3 lead.
You called it, Andy, and the cameraman got her. Yelasheva owning that middle of the court, going up, taking care of the first ball to redirect it back, and then closing that one out.
Not the service here. Gives the point to the Rise. Snuffs out some of the momentum.
A blocker like Yelasheva is so threatening. The ball hit the net, went out of bounds, but you were thinking about her when you swing going up against a blocker like that.
Her season high in blocks was 7. She did that versus Las Vegas on March the 9th. Another point for the Vibe.
That's how you do it. What a great play by Monterey. Showing hands, and then the pop over her side body, just throwing it back for a tip shot in the middle of the court.
Yep. Little sleight of hand by the former Florida Gator. 8 serving 4. Oh, the defense starting to tighten at the pin. Yelasheva got a hand on it once more. Magda Yelasheva, most prolific blocker in the rally scoring era in NCAA history at Washington State, gets hands on that swing, extends the Vibe lead to 5, and forces a Rise timeout early in our third in Atlanta.
It's going to be a big day. I think of all the little girls in the stands right now. Dreams coming true, not only for these professionals, but the young little girls in the crowd saying, maybe one day I'll be out there too.
This one slammed right into the block. Shelly Fanning instant here in the A. Welcome home. Divine win it in straight sets and move to 3 and 0.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Vibe have ripped off a 9-4 start to begin set 3. After dropping the first 25-23, outlasted the Rise in the second. Service air out of the timeout.
You got Abbott, 27 on your screen, getting the sub in. Hopefully can provide some offense on the outside.
Simone Abbott has 2 double-doubles this season, one of which came against Atlanta in the win here on February 18th. Linehan had to lunge for it. The one-handed dig by Dimitrova. And timing was off on that one, trying to go for the slide with Yelasheva. Oh, what a cover down the line by Edmond. Rise still looking to break through. Hens this time getting low, but unable to be kept up. You talk about body sliding all over the court on both sides of the net, but the Rise grind their way to the point.
This is where you see the want-to from Atlanta Vibe. The corner layout saved by Edmond. Nice tip read by Hens. That's what Rise is working for. It's every point today.
We'd noted Camila Gomez, the libero, getting her third consecutive start. Did have a team-high 17 digs in the 5-setter versus Las Vegas. Brings that international experience, member of the Colombian national team. And a quick wrist by Linehan gets the point cross-court.
Getting that ball to drop, Linehan will find a way. A national champion at Kentucky, kissing that line.
That is a dot. As Bolt 6 confirms. And the former Wildcat to the service line. First swing for Abbott. Has that slowed at the net. Ooh, almost. But the point on the overpass by Maren Grote.
Grote just gets up. Her extension. Seeing a lot of court on this one. Going up with the overpass, trying to go deep. Linehan making a move.
Maren Grote, who's set to be married in June. Could be a very, very memorable couple of months in May and June for Maren Grote.
How nice would the $1 million be?
That would go straight toward the caterer, the
Right.
DJ, the honeymoon, and another point from Grote, this time on the block.
I mean, you got to divide the $1 million between your teammates, and then you can
yeah.
decide. But still, that's paying for a wedding and some down payment.
Oh, yeah. He had expenses covered. Making it a 2-point margin here in set 3. Edmond leaning forward. Defended well down the line. Montserrat this time to Cleveland. Does she get it off hands? No. Miss hit. And now it's a 3-0 rise run.
That's one you want back. That ball was sailing a little long. Cleveland stayed with her shot. She wanted to go line, but it was sailing across her body outside of her right arm.
This is a very hard team to get runs on in the Vibe. But it could be a 4-0 spurt for the Rise to tie this up. I'll give the free ball away. Montserrat to Edmond, and Edmond buries it.
Between Edmond and Linehan, they're really finding their spot on the court. There's a line defender and a defender in middle back. They're going right between the seam. There's a lot of court there, and you have to make a defender move. Nice shot.
Once again, needing a rally repellent, the Vibe going to their preseason unanimous all-league outside hitter in Leah Edmond. Off the cover and the slot attack. What a shot, what a swing by Grote.
Andy, so we're in the third set, and you're seeing these players elevate with so much power. Nice job getting up, Grote.
Well, sometimes it takes a set or two to get your legs underneath you, as may be the case with Maren Grote. After 7 points in the win versus Las Vegas, 10 serving 11. Linehan dug out. Now Linehan's turn with the cover ball. Edmond. Boy, it backspun, but it did not catch hands. And the point to Grand Rapids. We are tied at 11.
Going deep into your bench, you have Alyssa Jensen getting the start now, subbed in the middle.
Well, this is the end of a very arduous stretch of the schedule. 5 matches in 10 days, and the ace by the Rise, their first ace of the match, and it gives them their first lead of this third set.
You almost feel like the amount of effort you got to earn that 1 point. It feels like a whole match, 1 point.
Now, when these teams met April the 1st, the Vibe had a 25-10 set win over Grand Rapids. Clearly that is an anomaly because these teams are going back and forth, and this run continues for Grand Rapids, 13-11.
For Vibe, it's finding offense. For Rise, it's just slowing down any type of attack. Your transition game is there. You got some power both on the outside and then work in the middle.
Another swing from the back line by Grote. Montserrat to Cleveland, and she puts it down.
That's the exact shot Cleveland was trying to go for on their previous right back attack. This one, that ball was a little more up and down so she could take it.
Stops the 4-0 Grand Rapids run, and she kisses the back line. Reversed, Cleveland got it blocked, kept up though. Monserrat with the quick hands. Edmond. The touch by Gomez.
Good move.
Yeah, Abbott trying to go off speed. Edmond, nothing off speed about that.
Oh, Edmond had 4 hands in front of her face and still took that angle. That was a nice up and down ball off Morgan Hens on the bump set. Edmond's block took advantage going right around.
One more in the tally of Leah Edmond. That's 15 kills and 33 attacks for the former Kentucky Wildcat, and ties us at 13.
The question right now in this side out, do you get the middle back involved or are you going out to Scully?
Scully ranging near the bottom of your screen. They'll go from the back.
Yeah.
And that one is put down. Teeing off. Dimitrova.
You saw the right idea because the middle and outside were away from the setter. That caused that one-on-one, a little seam. You gave Dimitrova that seam. Nice job.
Some dip on that serve from Dimitrova. Cleveland deep, Cleveland down.
The best bump setter, the best out-of-system setter in the league. Morgan Hens, anywhere on the court, she throws up a perfectly placed ball.
Something Todd Dagenais discussed with us on Saturday. He believes he has a roster full of players who excel in their secondary roles, as Hens can't lunge and keep that up, but Hens being the example, the leader in digs per set in the Pro Volleyball Federation, but you don't want to sleep on her passing ability either.
Pretty impressive. And then for Rise, you got that quick side out. Dimitrova's getting hot.
And point to the Vibe.
This is why it's so important as a setter to go up with 2 hands. If you go up with 2 hands for their up official, it looks like you're actually going to set the ball. You reach with one, it doesn't look like a settable ball that the ball is going over. That gets called for the block.
Would have been a tight set, to put it charitably, but the side out makes it 15 all. Linehan winds up the layout by Gomez. Now Abbott muscles it through. Simone Abbott has had some of her most productive matches against this Vibe team in the 8th-year pro from Northwestern.
Watch her
helps the Rise retake the lead.
Skying off the block, off those hands. She has confidence in her jump. Abbott takes that advantage off the hands.
16 kills, 10 digs in the win over the Vibe back in mid-February. Service there, though, and back tied at 16.
I mean, look how tight. Nothing's given. Everything's earned right in this moment. You have Whitney Bauer coming in the back row as a defender, does a great job defending that right back, playing at BYU, her Giants teammates. You got to go against that every day in practice.
Oh, yeah, she was staring into the tall timber when she was playing for the Cougars. Dimitrova has that parried away, dumped over the shoulder by Monserrat. Played up, Dimitrova once more with the cut shot. Monserrat digs it out. Linehan, another layout, this time from the corner by the Rise. Abbott dug up by Edmond. Edmond, can she finish it off? No. Abbott once more, and this time able to break through.
Edmonds running up to Abbott, says, way to get that tight set. Abbott says, actually, I like it out of system. I'm skying over this block, going high off the hands, getting the tool out of bounds.
Simone Abbott did not have much floor time in the 5-setter versus Las Vegas. Just 1 kill coming on here to spark the Rise in the 3rd. 17 serving 16. Yella Hasheva swats it and swats it wide. Just didn't have the timing right on that go behind. And it's a 2-point edge for Grand Rapids.
That was a right idea, a good option. You're going to see that probably going back because if Edmonds in the serve-receive game, there's no back row attack.
Well, it is a back row attack, but it's a block. Edmonds runs into a wall. Grote along with Evans.
Because Edmond did not pass this ball, she backs up, getting ready for that swing. Nice read by Grote to get that block.
The lead back to 3 in the 3rd for Grand Rapids, and that forces an Atlanta timeout.
You can see it's all about offense, finding the offensive game for Atlanta. The passing numbers are there equally. I think setter Ashley Evans for Atlanta, for Rise, doing an excellent job running some fast attempts, getting the block with a little less setup.
Oh yeah, Ashley Evans, I mean, you can't salute her enough for the polish and the tempo that she's running this offense for Grand Rapids tonight. Part of Team USA at their FIVB Road to Paris Olympic qualifier this past September in Poland. Well, you knew him back in the day with the Atlanta Hawks as ISO Joe. He's a guy who could get up, scrape the ceiling. Joe Johnson.
I mean, what great
here
family time.
Cheering on the Vibe. That guy was a walking bucket back in his day. We love seeing former pros here at Gas South Arena. Of course, we've seen Jermaine O'Neal. He's been a fixture at Columbus Fury matches. He was down in Atlanta watching his daughter Asia O'Neal when the Fury passed into town. Paul Millsap, part of the ownership group, former Atlanta Hawk here with the Vibe. So Dimitrova to serve as the Rise have regained the lead 19-16. It won't be a first ball kill this time either. Abbott.
Good touch.
And Linehan swinging with fury. Gomez covers it. Abbott will lean back for it. Well read by Bauer. Linehan once more swats it down. She turned that down the line, Keeley.
I have a feeling that's going to not be the last tool shot we've seen by Linehan down the line. She was inside. Nice set delivery. Shows the line shot going off the outside hands of Evans.
Allie Linehan now with 4 kills. Serving down the line and getting the ace.
Okay, Allie Linehan showing some want to. There was, you know how he said in Grand Rapids or Michigan, calling somebody lazy is like the biggest diss. Linehan is the opposite of that. Comes in every day in practice. Coach Dagenet said she is always locked in.
Second ace, 4th of the match for the Vibe. Narrows the margin to 1. Can they tie from Edmond? Hansel will have to lean down, dump that up. Oh, and swatted down by Yelasheva. That came out of nowhere. 19-all.
You could see Edmond taking the same shot and tried off the hands. That one was a cover back transition middle kill with Yelasheva.
And now a 3-0 Vibe run.
Wow.
To prompt a timeout from Rise head coach Kathy George. So all square at 19 in the third set. Earlier today, by the way, around the league, Nutsara Tomcom named Pro Volleyball Federation Player of the Week. Certainly Montserrat could have made a case for their team 3-0 this past week, including a season-high 56 assists, 11 digs in the win over second-place Omaha. But Nutsara Tomcom, you know, every time you tune into the Pro Volleyball Federation, you're getting a show from the setters, and tonight's no exception.
It's pretty hard. When you run such a balanced offense, it's hard to find a hitter to get a player of the week because these setters are doing an excellent job mixing up the offensive options, getting wins, and that's the way to win, Andy, when you can find a balance in your offensive attack.
It's not always been the case, that balance from Grand Rapids. You know, Dimitrova is on the receiving end of upwards of 40% of the swings on some nights for Grand Rapids. But when she and Claire Chaussee are both dialed in, and then you add Grote and her ability in the middle, you can understand why this Rise team will be a team to be reckoned with potentially in the playoffs. Still have to earn their spot, but you see a lot of proof here tonight as to why they could be that team on top at the end. Abbott measures it off the top of the block. Edmond.
Oh, nice.
Held from the pin. Edmond has to change the speed. Now on the slide. Haven't seen that much from the Rise's side, but Grote knew what to do with it, and it regains the lead for Grand Rapids.
We saw that 3 days ago with Hilly to Dixon. The slide attack was working. I think Rise watched some video, got Grote going.
Maren Grote has left her mark in this third set. And now the Rise will get a transition ball to make it a 2-point lead, going with the go behind again from Grote. Didn't have the timing down. Opposite side, and that one, does it clip hands? No. Rise thought it did. May get a review.
A quick sell. You saw Vibe players turned right around and were very happy with the no touch. The entire team for Rise turned to their coach and said, "Coach, use your challenge."
And the motion has been made for review to see if there was a block touch.
You can see Grote got that attack again, the slide attack, really working, just not connecting on that. The touch off the first one by Abbott off the block is key. No.
Wow.
I mean, if it's going anywhere, so it's the left hand of setter Monterey, the right side blocker, but she kept her finger so strong, I'm not seeing any motion on that. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I think that's a great way of putting it. It might have grazed that left pointer finger, but she kept her hand so strong, you didn't see it move too much. And it is going to stay a 5 points, a 20-all.
Chiappo's coming in on that serve right now. Changing it up because Coach Dagenet knows this is a game to 5. You do this every day in practice. You play games to 5, games to 3. You're up by 22, down 20. You just play them, ready for this moment.
And remember, the Vibe entering tonight have been 16-1 in sets decided by 2 points. They dropped that first set 25-23. Is it too much to ask for the Grand Rapids to have 2 set wins by 2 points? They reload and get the point off the top of the block. Dimitrova, who else?
We knew it. Game's on the line. You know you need every point you get. You find Dimitrova always locked in. Her competitive spirit is contagious. Good job, Evans.
A one-time Pro Volleyball Federation Player of the Week. Side out, Rise leading by 1.
You have a choice in this moment. Do you get middle fanning involved or do you go to your hot hand, Evans?
Now they won't have to decide. Service air from Grote.
You really need some sort of middle attack option. You have a 3-hitter rotation now for Atlanta. Cleveland's coming back in the match. That's a stronger blocking front row and even a better defensive side.
And it was once they made a more concerted effort to set the middles. We're talking much earlier in the season. That's when this Vibe offense reached a new level. Dimitrova out. Looking for the hard cross, missed her spot. 2 straight by the Vibe. They regain the lead.
You saw Coach George looking at her players like, should I challenge that? It sort of looked like there could have been a touch there. And her setter, Evans, looked at her and said, go ahead, Coach.
All right.
I mean, you get 2 a set, so you might as well use them.
May as well burn it. Call on the court was a Vibe point, no touch. We've been trying to do a good one tonight, haven't we?
Oh, it's so fun. When Rise comes in, they had so much energy the last time they were in here. I just love how fearless they play.
Fanning would be the culprit, but the call will stand. No block touch.
Yeah, you're looking at her right hand. Any pointer finger motion, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. And if you may be seeing it at home, you're just not seeing enough of it.
Right, exactly. Could graze, but there's going to be like volleyball training that you strengthen your hands in this open spread motion for what's to come with technology.
As we so often say, whether you pull for the Vibe, the Rise, or neither, sometimes you watch those reviews with your heart. 22 serving 21. The lean back swing from the outside, which gives the Vibe the opportunity, and Evans punches it down the line.
Evans found her spot, giving a high five to Morgan Hens, calling the shot, saw that the line was open. Edmond cracked it.
23-21. Was that tooled? It was. Didn't miss by much on the redirect, but Scully puts it down.
Smart idea, turning that one down the line. No defenders are out of bounds, so if you get the angle, you get that tool and easy point.
So Ashley Evans, the sixth-year pro from Purdue, back to serve. Her team chasing 1 point late in the third. Middle attack, there it is. And there's Shelly Fanning for the side out.
You had to get it going. A great job in a three-hitter situation that spreads the block just a little bit. Monterey ready for it with Fanning.
Least a set point for the Vibe. It'll be Edmond to serve. Dimitrova has that slowed. Monterey tight set, and it's Fanning. Shelly Fanning back-to-back kills on the middle attack. And it's Atlanta in set 3. 25-22. It was tight all the way through, but it's 2-1, Vibe.
It's going to be a big day. I think of all the little girls in the stands right now. Dreams coming true, not only for these professionals, but the young little girls in the crowd saying, maybe one day I'll be out there too.
This one slammed right into the block. Shelly Fanning inch it here in the A. Welcome home, Divine. Win it in straight sets and move to 3 and
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
She just has the touch tonight. Some nights, everything just goes right. I feel like Betty De La Cruz has started out that way tonight.
Serve. De La Cruz turns up the power. Here's De La Cruz. Too much to handle. Oh my. There's no better top spin serve in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
Cinch, you got to give her the Player of the Week award right now.
Vibe have claimed sets 2 and 3, trying to even the season series with Grand Rapids as we head to the 4th at Gas South Arena. Andy Demetra, Keely Evelyn. I'm taking notes on some of these dance moves for the wedding reception in June, Keely.
Yes. Get it ready.
I got my work cut out for me. Vibe playing without Anna Lasareva, who, as you heard earlier in the broadcast, some scheduled rest. And so plenty of Allie Linehan, plenty of Grace Cleveland in her place for the Vibe. Linehan with the serve, and now the dig. Cleveland finds the seam.
Cleveland changing up her shot. You saw line shots in the last set. This one going off speed between 2 defenders on that roll.
That's now a 9th kill for Grace Cleveland. What have you thought of her performance tonight?
You know, she started off slow, but this is a professional level, very confident in her game, picked it up, and then was the second in kills only to Edmond.
Oh, what hustle by the Vibe, sprawling out to keep that alive. Hands with the bump set. Cleveland winds up. Abbott is there. Chaussee can't pound it through. Linehan once more off the outside hand and down for the point. That was all hustle by the Vibe. They earned every bit of that one.
This is where fresh legs come in handy. Playing 5 matches in 10 days for the Rise, going deep into your bench, feeling fresh, Linehan.
Yeah, and that's not the worst thing that LaSaree was not in the lineup tonight, because like you said, you got some spry legs from Linehan from Cleveland, helping the Vibe to a 2-0 start. Dimitrova blocked. Pinballing over. Transition for the Vibe, the dump by Monserrat. Oh, the defense by Abbott. Rise not going down gently. Oh, Yelahasheva didn't have the jump time just right, but clever play, finessing it off the outside end.
There you go. The transition offense game is working. Slowing down balls at the net. Atlanta Vibe's doing an excellent job producing that transition offense.
Helps them to a 3-0 start to our fourth. By the way, we had noted Kathy George, royalty in volleyball circles in the state of Michigan. We can't discount Todd Dagenet either. He's a graduate of Central Michigan, former associate head coach at Michigan State before Kathy George arrived, and the block arrives in time from the pin to make it 4-0 Vibe.
Yelahasheva feeling her game right now, closing that block sideline to sideline. You know who 2 celebrities went to Central Michigan?
I believe that would be one Mr. and Mrs. Evelyn.
There you, oh, you got it. I was thinking you're actually going to go with celebrities.
Hey, how about this? First swing, first kill for Molly Lohman, acquired on Monday in uniform for the first time for the Rise, the 6th-year pro from Minnesota, getting her first action at the beginning of the 4th, and off the quick set, able to thump it through. Edmond can crush that past Abbott. Dimitrova. Linehan smacks it. Edmond there. Oh, the defense has come out for the Vibe in the 4th. Rise to reload. Dimitrova. Ooh. Cleveland was there. Linehan winds up. Has to take something off that swing. And that is out. It was Lohman from the outside. Couldn't groove that down the line. Great scramble from both sides, but just missing the deep corner shot. 5-1 Vibe.
Linehan saved that play, running great defense out of middle back.
Ooh. Hello, Maren Grote. How do you do?
Like, if you can get that going, Andy, that middle attack with Grote, the high extension, it's such a fast read off the hands of Evans. That's a 1-2 punch coming at you.
Well, Maren Grote dueling in the middle like Grace Fanning, just like they did in the Final Four a few years back with Baylor and Washington. Edmond off the outside hand and down.
You can see the kill with Linehan in the previous set going to tool off the hands. It's like a copycat move. Edmond says, I can get it the tool off the hands.
And Leah Edmond has done it in any number of ways, an 18th kill.
Love it.
Oh, that is poetry in motion from Grote.
It starts with a beautiful pass. Those 2 in a row. Evans is right at the net. Grote's automatic. You go one-on-one. That's all you got.
That is just a punishing swing by Grote. When she swings, you feel it, even up top with us. Vibe's turn to go through the middle and Fanning.
And that, my friends, is how you respond as a competitor. You shake it off, you move on, you come back with a kill. Nice job Fanning on the recovery after that block coming out. Cross-body kill for you. Count it.
All smiles for Shelly Fanning, her 4th kill of the match. Oh, and the Vibe slammed the doors shut. A block point from Cleveland.
Cleveland going all the way to the line on this one. Got the read, pressed back in, mostly with that left hand, and showing some want-to for energy to her court.
Remember, Grace Cleveland played a lot of the Vibe's first 5 matches before Ana Lasareva wrapped up her season in China. Flashing the defense here. Linehan able to go off speed, pulls the string, extends the Vibe lead to 9-3.
You're going to see Linehan mix up that shot. She recognizes defenders are making late moves on the tip shot. Watch her throw a little more.
Well, the Rise kind of teetering here in set number 4. That was off platform from Dimitrova. Fanning once again. Kathy George might need timeout here. And she makes the signal for it. 10-3 Vibe. They are dialed in. Once again, the quick set. Once again, Fanning. And once again, could it be a win in sights for Atlanta?
I love setting. Seriously, that's a roof.
She just has the touch tonight. Some nights, everything just goes right. I feel like Betty De La Cruz has started out that way tonight.
Serve. De La Cruz turns up the power. Here's De La Cruz. Too much to handle. Oh my. There's no better top spin serve in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
You've got to give her the Player of the Week award right now.
The wait is finally over. A concept years in the making becomes a reality tonight.
We have stars that are sure to make a splash in terms of heads.
There are stars everywhere you look.
No secret that tonight is going to be epic.
Prepare to make history. And we are underway. And what a start. And a serve for Wiley. Picks out Nana Miller.
Just so...
Now, first 3 sets had been nip and tuck, but a strong start for the Vibe in set 4, 10-3, leading Grand Rapids. Keely, why have the Vibe been able to put it together?
It's been the fresh legs, Linehan bringing some energy to the court, and I think the defensive game working really well for Vibe. You know, after a timeout, missed serve, you count that as a point for Coach George, but looking good all around is Atlanta.
Well, meanwhile, what can the Rise do to kind of revive their offense?
I like Coach throwing some fresh legs in there. You have Finkel up in the front row, right side, getting the sub in. You got to go deep into your bench to pull off this win today. You're coming off a run of 5 matches in 10 days. You got to pull it out there. Nice throw in. Tips are going to go down, Andy. I'm just letting you know.
And a little setter tip by Monserrat to make it 11-4. Cappy, or rather Abbott, had to lunge for it right into the wall. Fine Tuesday night here by Grace Cleveland.
Fresh legs owning it, getting the start, Grace Cleveland. It was like a Prius. It's slow but fast, getting into the game.
That sounds like a Prius driver if I didn't know any better.
Yeah. No Teslas over here.
No. Edmond from the back. Now Abbott can't rattle that through the double block. Pushed over by Monserrat, but out. Good eyes there in the back by Claire Chaussee. Now, Chaussee has been, I wouldn't say bottled up, but she's been quieter in the last couple of sets.
Yeah, Coach George went deep into her bench, change up by getting her back into this match will be huge because she pulls the block. Just her on the court, you have to think about Chaussee.
But you could make the argument Claire Chaussee won that first set for the Rise. But right now, it's Grace Cleveland winning the 4th for Atlanta.
Nice job, Cleveland, getting in the game, getting in the rhythm. It takes a little bit finding the court. Coach Dagenet said, we have a starter on the bench called Grace Cleveland. She's ready to go at any given time.
Whitney Bauer comes on for Todd Dagenet. Vibe have won 11 of their last 12. Continuing to set the pace in the Pro Volleyball Federation, and a block. Abbott trying to elevate, turned back by Yalasheva and Monserrat.
You look across the net and you're cruising right now if you're Atlanta, feeling your game, showing some want to, even with Yalasheva jumping in on that.
Simone Abbott has had some of her best performances against the Vibe this season. 14-5 make it, 15-5 overpass on the reversal. And it is all Vibe in the fourth.
That's hard to do, getting off the bench, coming with some fresh hands, trying to get that first contact going off your hands.
Well, I didn't think we'd see a 10-point lead from either side in this match. Certainly not the way the first few sets unfolded. Oh, over the shoulder, the dump for the point. It is all Atlanta.
This is where you relay. Fresh legs, it matters, guys. You come in as a setter, you see it, take advantage. Just throw it to the open court. 3 defenders got to crash.
Yeah, that was the layout by Bauer that made that setter dump by Monserrat happen. The service there by Bauer.
Great run, though, by Bauer. Coming off the bench, getting in, protecting that right back, being a setter. You're comfortable defending the right side.
And we talk about how potent the Vibes offense is. They lead the Pro Volleyball Federation in kills per set, attack percentage, assist per set. But they're also leading the Pro Volleyball Federation in opponent spike ratio, in digs per set, in blocks per set. There are just no easy answers for picking the locks of this Vibe team. And they get the side out to make it 17-6 and a timeout for Grand Rapids. Vibe can sense it after they were jolted with a set 1 defeat, going without Anna Lasareva tonight, but showing their depth. And right now a 17-6 edge, Keely Evelyn in our fourth set.
Remember I said be ready, that won't be the last tip shot. We'll be seeing a lot of tips going down, roll shots, easy shots. The defenders, instead of sitting in the hard shot, has to make a move to go forward. Vibe coming up with some easy kills.
You know, Kathy George scrapping for some answers in set 4. We were here calling the first match between Grand Rapids and Atlanta when they played at Gas South Arena, and it's worth revisiting that you have some sentimental attachment to both teams. Native of Grand Rapids, we've talked about that. You played your college volleyball and make your professional home here in Atlanta. So to be part of this inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation, 2 cities that you hold so dear, 2 cities that are part of the inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation, has to have you absolutely thrilled.
It's one of those things when I found out both Grand Rapids and Atlanta got a team, almost tears to my eyes. I think of me being a little girl and going to a match like this and just dreaming one day I'm going to be there, and training at home. You just need role models in this generation. Of course, as a volleyball player, you just want to play at the highest level possible, make a living from it. But little girls out there can dream big now.
No doubt about it. Don't want to put you on the spot, but you know, you still are technically a free agent. If Grand Rapids and Atlanta both offered you a contract, who would you sign with?
You know, you first have to talk to my right knee. If you talk to my right knee,
your right knee is saying, no, we're still retired.
Yeah, negotiate with it. Then, yeah, talk to him first.
18-6. Just has not been a sharp set for the Rise. So they play that into the net. You see Kathy George bringing on some new faces, new players. Mac Pedrance is on for the first time. You mentioned Fingal also getting some run here in the fourth set. Ooh, Fingal throwing smoke there to get the point.
I remember calling Fingal's matches at Tennessee. She just evolved throughout her beginning of freshman year all the way to her senior year. Just impressive game. Coaching staff there doing a great job.
So Molly Lohman at the service line, acquired on Monday. Rise had to make some roster moves to acquire her. First ever in-season acquisition in franchise history, and there is Grote for the block of Edmond.
Showing some want to. That's what you have to do. You know, it's more than this match. It's about taking your game personal and fighting every single point, regardless of the score. Nice job, Grote.
Coming off a season in Turkey last year. All-American with the Washington Huskies. Joust at the net. That's stuffed over by Yalasheva. Hence, Monserrat Yelasheva. She's claiming it clipped hands, and it did.
That was great hang time on the overpass by Monterey to get that transition kill enough. I thought there was touch. It definitely landed out of bounds.
There was touch. Yep, caught hands for another Yelasheva kill. Magdalena Yelasheva now with 8 kills to go along with 6 blocks, which is one shy of a season high. Did that all the way back March 9th. And this time, it's the block touch for the Rise point and Chaussee.
That's a pure, I'm going for the tool shot. Chaussee turned her entire body off the hands. If the only way to beat that ball if you drop your hands as a blocker.
Edmond on the serve receive. Linehan gets the point.
Excellent setting by setter Monterey, making the middle blocker move. The pass was forward. Monterey reversed that ball back for Linehan to swing to the right back.
And just able to pack it down through the block. Atlanta only 1-4 this year, Keela Evelyn, when dropping the first set. They fell 25-22 to the Rise in set 1. Aiming for his 16th win of the season. Oh, and Leah Edmond says, no thank you, try another spot.
Once Edmond gets the read, she saw that crossbody. She has the jump and move in the air time to come back on that shot by Fingal.
And her season high in blocks was against this Grand Rapids team back in their 4-set win April 1, 22-9 Vibe. Off speed through the middle, well read. Cleveland steps into it. Another crack for Fingal. Oh, finds that seam beautifully.
As a middle back, you have to read one way or the other. You saw Linehan shift to her left. That opened a lot of court on the right side for Fingal to take advantage.
Yeah, a lot of real estate for Fingal, the former Lady Vow, to play with. 10 serving 22. Monterey with a dime. Cleveland has that sent back. That swing well covered from Edmond. Linehan. The up from the back by the Rise. Fingal once more, and that one down for the point.
Great dig by Podraza and a finish by Fingal. That's 2 in a row from Fingal. I know with her, once you get her going, she gets in her groove. She can sky over every block.
She is a sledgehammer. Bringing some late thump to this match. Turning that away at the middle. Edmond from the pin. Top angle for the point.
Andy, so check it out. That ball was a scramble. Hentz was the only one to set that ball. She has one of those vibes that's have no fear, I'm here with the hand. Dishes a money set for Edmond to change up a roll shot.
Yeah, it was a tape tickler from Edmond, but the roll shot gives her the kill, 23-11. And the quick set for the Grote point.
You can almost feel Grand Rapids and Michigan fans at home saying, Grote, 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 get her the ball. She's automatic. Nice job, Podraza, finding her.
Yeah, it's felt like Maren Grote's been automatic tonight off the assist from Mac Podraza, former Ohio State Buckeye, whose mom, Christine, by the way, in addition to being a Hall of Fame volleyball player at Minnesota, is the team services director for the Columbus Furies. So we've got mother-daughter connections in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Now match point for the Vibe. It's Fanning on the service line. Can it be a 7th straight victory for the Vibe? It'll have to wait.
It's all right. As a setter, I always like to win a match in serve receive. Like, so if you miss a serve, you go out with a bang off the attack. I'm good.
Fingal will cut it loose. Tight set through the middle. That's blocked.
Excellent read on that jump. Coming in. Lohman getting saw that the ball was going to her left, jumps back on that.
That's what she was signed for. Making her Rise debut. 14 serving 24. Out of system, Linehan has it dug up by Abbott. Abbott for the point.
There you go, Rise. This is that hard-working effort. You know, you have a long ways away to win this match, but it's all about giving character to your teammates in this moment, fighting every point regardless of the outcome.
Well, the Phoenix rose from the ashes, now trying to rise from a 12-point deficit. They've ripped off 3 straight. Linehan ends it for the Vibe. Throwing it down, Allie Linehan to close out a 4-set victory for Atlanta. On a night where Anna Lasareva, their all-league outside hitter, got some scheduled time off. They got contributions from Cleveland, from Linehan, and from the usual suspects to turn away Grand Rapids 25-15 in set 4.
This is why it's so important to have winners on your team. You fight every day in practice to earn your time. 11 kills from Grace Cleveland, 10 kills from Linehan, really showing the depth of this Atlanta Vibe side. Great effort all around. I think Fresh Lakes will do wonders for the Grand Rapids Rise team.
Atlanta improves to 16-4. Grand Rapids falls to 8-9. These teams split their season series, and we could very well see them again in the playoffs. For Keela Evelyn and our entire crew, Andy Demetra saying so long from Atlanta. Thanks for watching this presentation of the Pro Volleyball Federation.